About a month ago, I made a really tall box spring that had some storage space inside of it. I finally got around to making storage baskets, and I'm super excited to show you what I've done. I've listed here all of the materials you'll need to build the boxes. For the complete cut list and exactly how to adjust the dimensions for the size of your storage space, check out the blog post linked in the description below. I started by making all of the cuts listed on the plans, except for the final width cuts on the front plywood pieces. Those needed to be super exact, so I waited until I was installing them in the box to make the final cuts. My next priority was painting the future sides of the boxes. The chalkboard paint needed 2 coats and required 4 hours of dry time in between each one, so I wanted to get that started as soon as I could. Then I could build the frame. I started with the front portion, gluing the 4 pieces together with wood glue. I used a clamp to temporarily secure everything, then threw a brad nail into every joint from the side. I repeated this again for the back. Next, I assembled the main frame by attaching the 2 front pieces to the center pieces. I used clamps and wood glue to start this off, then added a few brad nails later on. While wood glue and brad nails doesn't make the most secure connection, it's reinforced by the plywood I'll add on the bottom. I am a little concerned about the top joints since they don't have that plywood connection, but I figure I can always add a pocket hole screw or an angle bracket or something later if there are issues. To do the top joints, I simply flipped the frame over and repeated the process. While the top joints were drying, I added the bottom to the baskets. Once again, this was with wood glue and brad nails. As I'm sure you realize, having a nail gun helps a lot in this project. At some point in all this, but before the next step, I painted labels on the front pieces of the boxes. I have an awesome chalk transfer method for this if your natural handwriting is as bad as mine is. I'll link to it in the description below. Then I could attach the sides. I started with the front plywood piece since that's the one that'll show, and it's important that it be as close to perfect as possible. After trimming it to fit snugly in the space, I secured it to the frame using wood glue and brad nails. Be sure to use short nails here. I may have accidentally nailed one basket to my floor. I did the same thing for the back and sides, trimming to size and securing with wood glue and brad nails. Then the basket was done. I love how they turned out and love all the extra storage I have underneath my bed. If you like them too, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. And if you think you might make your own storage baskets, be sure to check out the blog post linked in the description below for the full cut list. Thanks, and don't forget to hit subscribe.